Hey, it's your girl Beautiful Bliss Tarot, and I'm back again with another one for the collective. This will be another general reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I hope everybody is having a good day, as well as a good night. Now, this is a quick message. All I did was ask Spirit, what does the collective need to know? And they're just pretty much letting you know that everything's about wrapped up, or about getting ready to be wrapped up, or the last pieces to the puzzle are getting ready to be placed. Dots are going to be connected, and everything's going according to plan, according to divine timing. So don't worry, don't think much more of it. Whatever you're troubling your mind, give it to God. Don't worry about it. He will fix it all, okay? There is nothing the Most High God cannot do, okay? But we have bankrupt out here on the table. We also have wolf in sheep's clothing, and giving money out, or giving money. And then on the bottom of the deck is played out. Oh, as well as divination abuser, sorry. So, and played out on the bottom of the deck. Now, Spirit is just saying, I just pretty much asked for a clarification, and Spirit got right to the chase. So, whoever's bankrupt, it must be, because this applies to both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, okay? So, you got the divine masculine mad as hell. Well, not, see, they playing too heavily in y'all divine masculine's energy. That's what their problem is, because they want to be the divine masculine so bad. But you don't want to step up to the plate, so make it make sense. But I digress. So these want to be divine masculines collective, they out here on a racing to a red light, pretty much. Racing to a fucking red light, okay? Chariot, King of Wands in reverse. They don't know what the hell to do, okay? They stuck in a rock and a hard place. They don't know what to do, okay? They coming off as cruel as fuck. They coming off as ruthless. They're very bullheaded and stubborn. Can't tell them nothing. And they just feel like, oh, because they got money, or they had this or they had that. Well, they going bankrupt. All because of karma. Because they didn't have to do what they did to the divine masculine nor the divine feminine. Okay, period. They going down Schitt's Creek and fast. Like the rapids. You feel me? And they damn sure up that bitch without a paddle. You better believe it. So now they sitting there looking at their finances. Motherfuckers probably can't even afford noodles. And when motherfuckers hit the ground that damn hard, you get an ego death that damn hard, boy, they don't know how to fucking act. And they feel like they just got all this power in the world, but bitch, you're still going broke. And pretty soon they're going to really be the scum beneath your feet. You better hope you don't walk past these people years later and they really living in a box under a bridge some damn well, because that's what it's really giving. But right now, their ego is getting severely crushed, because they finally finding out that their looks can't get them nowhere. Their so-called power they thought they had can't get them nowhere. Their ability to, manipulate situations and turn it out for their good, and, make it seem like this and third, and it's really not, just to get a deal, just to get the contract, just to get the check. It's not working. And it's not going to get them out of this justice energy that I'm giving, like, in the behind the scenes. Because this is definitely for divine feminine and divine masculines, because divine feminines are going through it too. It's not just divine masculines that got a buddy or somebody around them that's trying to beat them. That same person could be sitting here attacking your divine feminine, divine masculines, and you wouldn't even realize it, okay? And then also, on the divine feminine side, it could be their ex-person or family member or whoever, ex-co-worker or whoever, doing the same thing, vice versa. So, come on now. So, take it where it fits, leave what doesn't, okay? Now, this feminine, right? Because there's a wannabe divine feminine, and, both of these wannabes for divine masculine and feminine collective, y'all haters, y'all wannabes out there, y'all doppelgangers, y'all imitators, y'all could nevers out there, y'all karmics, y'all toxic peoples that don't want to grow, don't want to learn, They out here abusing divination, okay? Specifically a feminine energy, and it might just be that practitioner that they use that's really the one struggling. But they really struggling to hold on tight, okay? Because that spell work coming back is whooping that ass. Do you feel me? It's whooping that ass. Real good, okay? Real good. And they trying to fake the funk and act like, they still got it, like they got accomplishments and, they satisfied and they know what they got to do to take care of themselves. But, baby, they about busting out the scenes. I'm trying to tell you. That shit is crazy. They busting out the goddamn scenes. So, to each his own. But that's just what's really going on with the feminines, the wannabes, and they think they doing somethings. The goofy motherfucker clown ass bitches, on both male and divine feminine and divine masculine side. Yeah, I know the goofies we talking about. That's them, that feminine energy. They going through it because that spell work, they whooping their ass. That man, the practitioner they went to. And as far as the masculines, for these fake ass wannabes, masculines, for both divine feminine and divine masculine side, they losing everything that they invested in. I don't care if it took them all of their 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years on this earth to build. From the time they came out to the time now, they got an establishment and a career, some stocks, some bonds, whatever they find as valuable and has riches to it, they're losing it. When I tell you bankrupt, okay, you value your life, that's going to be the only thing that's going to be left to offer. And the Most High God probably most likely going to leave them with it because they got to learn a lesson because this ain't going to keep happening. Like, Spirit ain't going to keep putting up with this collective. So you ain't got to worry about your karmics because they the ones that need to learn a lesson, okay? And they learning it real good, real hard right now, okay? Spirit said the last of the Mohicans, okay? When we taking their sweet, precious time, they taking their sweet, precious time, and we going to handle this nice and slowly. So don't wait. Don't wait up. Don't look for it. This is exactly what's happening in the background. And you ain't got shit to worry about. Because ain't shit working. Ain't shit working, collective. They can't do a goddamn thing but take their punishment. And everybody in the board fucked up. And I mean everybody besides divine feminine and divine masculine. Whether or not you have came in contact with your person or not yet, it doesn't matter. This is what's going on both sides, period. Because if you haven't ran into your person yet, it could be happening about right now. It could be happening about 2 minutes ago. It could be happening today, tomorrow, this week, this month, the next 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months. It's going to happen within this year. I know that's for sure. But I ain't trying to dig that deep to actually, get an actual time. Because that's just going to be a lovely surprise. And that's not what this reading is about. So back to it, right? It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry about it. But this is what's going on. So I said, well, dang, Spirit, that's who the wolf in the sheep clothing is, Because that's what I was like, okay, it's giving like both sides of the track for divine masculine and divine feminine. Confirmation. Said judgment is coming on, judgment with the 6 of Cups. The people from y'all past, both divine feminine, divine masculine, these wolves in sheep's clothing, that's who getting ate up. And they big mad, they in their mind, and they big time struggling with this 2 of Wands. They big time struggling because they want to present themselves as, being bold and domineering and being able to make good decisions and plan, but they're being seen as fucking unrealistic, trifling, full of sadness and withdrawal. They need to withdraw, okay? They struggling because they caught up in their mind and they know they caught, okay? And the whole time when they sit here being in Western sheep clothing, because, when you sit here trying to maintain and pretend to be the real divine feminine, the real divine masculine, you be trying to walk in those shoes, but low-key you be, you can't fit them. They're not your shoes. There's some big shoes to fill, You ain't no Cinderella, Mm-mm. 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 No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So they big mad because the whole time they sit here trying to pretend to be the real deal on the front end. Demons is eating their ass up on the back end, and they have an inner conflict with each other. Like their demons and their lower self are having inner conflict because evidently their higher self is still asleep, still trapped in fucking dungeon somewhere deep in the mind, deep in the soul, unawakened, unaware of what's going on because they refuse to quit. So Spirit had to tag that ass real good and make sure they sit the fuck down this time. And so, in the midst of them, trying to play a position in the front, they sit here going through all of this turmoil and fussing and fighting with the people they was working with to go against you. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Collective. And that's the truth, okay? And now everybody is seeing their true colors because they present themselves to be so sweet, this Page of Cups energy, but they're really being exposed to be the devil. And they have to keep looking over their shoulder because they know the people that they gained up with ain't fucking with them, okay? You don't feed your wolves, they will eat your ass, okay? All right? And these were wolves in sheep clothing. Thought that they can put on a wolf suit and walk in the wolf's den. Okay? You are not... Man, what's the story in the Bible? Who was in the lion's den and the lions did not touch him? That's what these karmics fail to realize. You want to play the part, but you don't want to do the work. How you think you're going to play like you could walk in a lion's den and be safe, but you're over here putting on a sheep. Oh, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. You think the other wolves in the dens is not going to understand that you're a sheep trying to play wolf? Come on now, karmics. Come on now. Let's really think about it. But you got plenty of time to think about it. Okay? Moving on. So, they still giving money out. Both the wannabe Divine Masculine and the wannabe Divine Feminines. The copycats, the karmics. They still giving out money. And every little coin they get is coming nice and slowly to them. And it's still causing them to be left with nothing. Nothing to show for. No results. Nothing is working. So they still dishing out and giving out their last fucking dimes. Can't tell Mr. Bankrupt shit. And then Goofy Brain so obsessed, crazy chica or lady, Lulu, whoever, ma'am, girl, woman, wannabe, they so obsessed they still doing spell work and paying the next motherfucker fucking mortgage money to do some shit that's not gonna fucking work and backfire on your goofy ass. The same shit that they don't realize that it's really doing in real time. But Spirit digresses, okay? So, this shit is all played out. I said, well, dang, Spirit played out on the bottom of the deck, right? Played the fuck out. Do you hear me? Spirit ain't going. All of this shit is backfiring because both wannabes and copycats of the collective, they cursed. They cursed themselves. Everything they did backfired. And they cursed themselves. And then they big mad because they're definitely going to be homeless. They definitely fell in the trap that they laid for the collective. And they're definitely overwhelmed and overloaded with everything they got to fucking deal with now. Because it was so fucking funny when they thought that she was going to be the one to fall in the hole. But they were the ones that fell in the hole that they dug for somebody else. Now, ain't karma something? Now, Spirit just wanted to make sure if there was any other clarifiers or anything else needed to be, brought to attention. They said, well, just read from the deck. So that's what I'm about to do. And I'm going to go ahead and close this out, reading out, y'all. Again, if y'all could please like, share, and comment on this. Thank you. I hope all is resonating. If not, take what does, leave the rest. Thank you. And always, it's your girl, Beautiful Bliss Tarot. Check me out. Now, so Spirit said the Emperor, Divine Masculine. Okay, whether you're the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine, this is just saying that predominantly like the Divine Masculine, as far as like a lot of you guys that were married or in an actual commitment, contract, governmentally with these karmics, y'all gonna have this brand new beginning, okay? And justice is gonna be had, All right, don't worry about no court cases. Don't worry about no lawyers. Don't worry about nothing. You are covered. You are highly blessed. And you are highly favored. Don't worry about it, cause motherfuckers losing more money, and if they losing money, you gaining it. So don't worry, cause they losing it on the front end, but you sure gonna gain it on the back end. Okay, don't worry about it. So the emperor will have a new beginning, and that's just justice, okay? Because everything that was done in the dark that these people were working on and partnering up with is only showing that everybody involved was selfish. And now that everybody is losing everything and going to jail, they stuck in their mind. And they mad because everything they did was a waste, okay? Nobody was realistic. Nobody else understood or really thought anything through. They all just hopped on the bandwagon and thought they was doing some shit because they wanted to get back at the divine masculine for this and that and third, and they want to get back at the divine feminine for this, that, and the third. Half of these folks don't even know neither the divine feminine nor the divine masculine, but they just want to join on the bandwagon just so they can be accepted in their own little, upsetting lives. You know how karmics do. Birds of a feather flock together, and not always in a good way, okay? So, yeah, they thought that they was going to be doing something and try to come up and chit-chat and talk with the Empress, but that's not happening. And all was revealed. Everybody's plots, plans, everything. The way they try to come at divine masculine and the way they try to come at divine feminine. And it's just not working, whether you guys are together or not even known each other or met each other yet. And that's the crazy part. But I digress. So everything came out in the wash. 10-10 with these Wheel of Fortune right after the sun. It's golden, baby. It's y'all time to shine. Ain't nobody worried about them at all. And you shouldn't be worried about it either because the sun is here. The cycle is complete. And both the divine masculine and the divine feminine emperor empress will have this stable foundation. Will have brand new beginnings. And in the meantime, they will be going through a tower because they know that this is the end with this Ten of Swords. They feel defeated. They feel overthrown. They feel lost for words. But they felt like they knew everything. And they felt like somebody in the background probably was a lying tarot reader or somebody that portrayed them and made it seem like they knew every fucking thing. But all in all, it's like they thought that they was going to be warm and passionate and that everybody was going to be, made to been brought balance by them. Like they thought they was the bee's knees. They thought they could do everything. Over here doing all this spell work, trying to make it seem like they was oh so loving and kind, but at the same time being so stingy, so trying so trifling at the end of the day. Presenting one way in the forefront, but doing everything totally different on the back end. Like, make it make sense. I'm surprised you lasted this long trying to hold up that fucking lie. I know it took every damn bit of energy out your goofy ass. And here goes Spirit to take the rest. And as I say that death card, ain't that some shit? Y'all better be careful out here. Check on y'all peoples. But a definite ending is coming to this partnership with this Three of Pentacles. And whoever these people is that wanted to bump skins and partner up, they was told too. They had signs and downloads before everything started going to shit. They should have been walked away. But they was, driven by money because, this wannabe divine masculine's copycat, made it seem like they had it. Whoever divine feminist copycat is made it seem like they had it. Like they was going to be able to block their forward movement or even grant them one. Got them stalling and making them have indecisions, making it seem like, oh, y'all got strength, and making it seem like they little minions, it was their idea. But you ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing out of a karmic. A karmic can't use another karmic. Like talk about it. They be using each other and everybody fall in a hole, but it don't be the whole setup for like you really think it be. And that be the crazy part, karmics, because y'all just be, if y'all really think about it, y'all don't really be hitting on shit. Like y'all missing too many pieces to have been doing all this one out shit. Like wild ass shit, for real. Make it make sense. You thought of everything else but the little pieces in between. You trying to take big steps, big leaps forward, just for you to fall 1,000 feet below when you need to be stepping into the small steps that'll get you to those big steps. You gotta cross this part before you can get to that part. Okay? You can't expect to fucking wear the shoes and not be able to feel them bitches, okay? It don't work like that. But the people that they working with, they got their blocks up to, because they know these people that they was once celebrating with, they ain't fucking with them no more. They're not coming in to help them with no rescue. They not coming in, to laugh for them in court. They actually snitching on these hoes, left and right and center. And then the karmic still ain't gonna be able to figure out who to exactly snitching. But it really don't matter, because why? Everybody's going down. Nobody's safe. Ready to eat for everybody. Now let's play the game. Player one ready. Okay? But ain't nobody coming in to laugh for them. Ain't nobody coming in to save them. Ain't nobody doing nothing out of their ordinary, out of their extra. Nothing out of what they was told to do by the motherfucking goofy-ass ringleader. The dumb leading the blind. Ain't nobody coming in to save them and grant them a victory. And they letting their asses sit right the fuck there, where they at, and think about all this illusion and shit that they did. Because if it wasn't for them clicking up and ganging up and want to be, oh, I want to be a part of the Joneses face ass. I want to be accepted in life. Oh, I want to be a part of the cool club. Don't know what the fuck going on. But you can jump on the hate train with these motherfucking bitches. You don't know our history or nothing, but you want to join the hate train? Oh, okay, you going down too. They holding up they block to this person because they got themselves stuck in a bind that they had no idea what the fuck was going on. And truth be told, ain't none of the truth was told. That's the real kicker. That's the real kicker. Everything about the story was spun. And now when the real truth comes out, the truth actually has been told. Motherfuckers looking stupid. Want to try to come in all nice and slow with a love offering. Trying to balance out their situation because they know this chapter has come to an end. And now these people going to be having to work hard. Extra fucking hard. Just to make ends meet. And I promise you, on most nights, they still going to be swallowing their spit. I'm trying to tell you. Because they're going to be left out in the cold. And they don't want nothing to do with these folks no more. If they did escape, by the skin of their teeth, they out here struggling. So don't think it's an easy trip. Because like I said, they still got to work extra hard to make ends meet. And on most nights, they still swallowing their spit if they thirsty. So take how it resonates and leave what don't. Now they're thinking back about how they not trying to accept no offers for nothing and nobody. Now they're going to be isolated. But at the same time, they trying to and hoping, wishing somebody come in and, share their wealth with them. Breadcrumb them a little bit. Give them a little something to help them work out with it. They hoping somebody coming in fast. But that they little prayers, they little wishes and stuff falling on the breath is. It really is falling on deaf ears. And they're being left heartbroken every time. Because just when they think somebody going to help them out, it's like, no, I ain't say I was going to help you out. You done got your hopes up for what? I ain't say nothing to you. You said, hey, I looked. Now all of a sudden you happy-go-lucky about what? Nothing. Oh, okay, I thought so. I digress. Because you're in, like you got to pay back your karma. Like these little minions that thought they got away, the collective, they haven't got away either. When I tell you they struggling too, they struggling. But when you look at it, I'm pretty sure everybody who's getting their ass whooped right now is probably thinking that somebody else got a worse punishment than them. But at the end of the day, be glad they out and free. Because some folks ain't going to be on the planet no more. Because they going to be called to go wherever the Most High God wants them to go. The next round, the next level, the next energy, whatever. And he will handle that how he handled that. Collective ain't got to lift a finger. Collective ain't got to think about that. Okay? And then on the other hand, motherfuckers gonna wish that they was able to do that. And gonna not be able to be able to do that. Because it's like, no, you gonna sit here. You gonna keep breathing. You gonna sit here. And you gonna pay back this damn karma. Since you don't want to go through the dark night of the soul, that's fine. But you got karma to pay back. So you could do that. And then at the end of that, then you want to finally go through the dark night of the soul. That's going to be another level. Another level. Okay? And you know what happens when you reach new levels? It be a new motherfucking devil. And you think that they've been wanting to look at themselves in the mirror? Hell no. Because they already know. They already know. So, can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. They don't want to be saved. That's cool. Don't save yourself, but you damn sure gonna pay this karma back for everything you thought you was doing against the collective. Okay? So take it how it resonates. Now, collective is like they are heartbroken because they know they can't get no brand new beginning, and they know they're gonna be struggling, and they know they're gonna be looking for a brand new beginning. They're trying to be out here doing anything for a piece of change. They're gonna be out here doing foolish ass shit for a piece of change because they're gonna be tired of sitting here trying to swallow their spit. Okay. And then it's given that divine feminine, divine masculine, y'all gonna have stability. Y'all gonna have this protective energy in one another. Y'all gonna be generous to one another. Y'all gonna be charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, patient. Y'all have this Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups. New beginning for both of you guys because y'all did the work. Because y'all were in hermit mode, wishing and praying and actually doing the work to obtain it. And I know it was a long battle, it was a long journey, but Spirit is letting you know that, you have did good by blocking off things that no longer serve you. You've been good while in the midst of the storm, still being kind, still being gracious, when Spirit was guiding you to walk away. And now that you're in your Nine of Cups era and you're just happy and grateful that everything's finally coming to an end and you can finally count this thing closed, call it a chapter, call it done. Like, the past is the past, and I ain't got to worry about shit and nothing and nobody no more. Thank goodness. Really release and heal yourself from anything else you're holding on to. Because at this time, the last card is Three of Wands. Okay? You're going through a preparation state. You're going through a planning state. You're about to expand, and you're about to be known as success. You're going to be more open and more honest. Well, not just with yourself, but with Spirit, with the nature, with your partner, with your divine feminine, with your divine masculine. Anything and everything you put your energy towards, you will be more open with it, more honest with it. Okay? You won't be scary no more. You'll be ready to take that leap of faith. You'll be looking for the next leap of faith to jump on and take in. Because you'll be in a much more higher mindset. But Spirit just wanted you to know, ain't shit going good for these folks. And they can't even think for real about, like, no shoulda, coulda, woulda for real right now. Because Spirit is really on their ass. Like, every time they turn around, it's something else. And I'm surprised ain't nobody having no migraines, because everything it just seemed like a weight on everybody's shoulders. And it really is. But they did it to themselves. Divine feminine, divine masculine, y'all are good to go. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing. So please don't worry about this stuff. Release it. Release everybody. Release everything they did to you. Just release it. Because now you know. Ain't shit going right for them. Ain't nothing. Whatever you think going good for them, it ain't. Don't believe the hype like they did. Don't believe the hype. Because it's designed, it's meant to look that way. It's meant to seem that way. But Most High God is always in control, okay? So with that being said, y'all, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I always love y'all. Thanks again for everything. And I'll be back soon with another one, okay? Again, this is your girl, Beautiful Bliss Tarot. See ya.